news-producing style of reporting that was around in the 1830s. Later popularized by Nellie Bly when she went undercover to expose the awful conditions of a mental institution, and eventually became more common at the start of the 1900s during the Progressive era. It was a new kind of investigative journalism. On the surface, muckraking journalism looked just like yellow journalism. Big scary titles, tales of corruption, and politically charged.
Well, it's been, as you pointed out, a number of years since I said those things, and I know more and understand more than I did when I said those words. I've reconceptualized my perspective, I suppose, or deepened it, partly as a consequence of writing these new books, because I have 3 books finished, and one of them is coming out soon, and they're all analysis of the biblical narratives. This is something we can talk about in relationship to what happened to you after you decided to leave the confines of the safe confines, let's say, of the music industry. See, I started to understand in the story of Abraham, for example, God comes to Abraham as the voice of adventure. Right? Because Abraham is an old man by the time God shows up, and he's living in comfort, and he has everything you might need if all you wanted to be is a satiated infant. And God is really what calls Abraham out into the world, and he has the whole catastrophic adventure of his life, right? He encounters famine and totalitarianism and war and malevolence and the destruction of cities and the necessity to offer up even his own son. I mean, Abraham's life is quite the spectacular catastrophe. And that, what would you say, the religious injunction, the deepest religious injunction is to have exactly that catastrophe of adventure. And there's no real limit to that. And that's part of what's terrifying. You know, you said, if the terror wasn't there, that holy terror in a sense, you wouldn't have had any compunctions about giving up your contractual relationships and the financial stability and the fame that offered, right? You already had that. There's a terror in letting that go, let's say, and only doing what would you say, what you're commanded to do or what you're invited to do by the spirit of the truth. But the payoff is an adventure that's so disproportionately greater than whatever you would have gained by staying with your, what would you say, your hedonistic comfort, that they're not even in the same universe.
Right.
And it's the kind of terror. So, you know, when God casts Adam and Eve out of the garden, or when they separate themselves from God, God puts a sword to bar the way back to the eternal garden. And the sword is on fire and it turns every which way. And what that means is that it's a sword that cuts and burns away everything that isn't worthy of being in the kingdom of heaven. And everything that's not worthy is a lot. And there's a terror in being subjected to that, even though it's a necessary. Subjugation. It's the most necessary of subjugations. And so
what's the bigger gamble, though? I mean, what's the bigger terror? Is the bigger terror
that is the question.
That in this very temporary body that we sit in, this very short span of time we have to live in it, that he's going to take over and he's going to burn and cut and move things off of us. And by the way, for everything he burns and cuts off, he adds back, by the way, okay? That he adds things on where he cut things off. Oh, yeah, more. Much more. Multiples of it. Mm-hmm. Is it a bigger terror to undergo that process or to roll all the way through your life, and the second your heart stops and your eyes open up, you're standing in front of him and you knew the truth and you rejected the truth, and now what? Now he says, depart from me, I never knew you. And then it's eternal terror. Then it's eternal terror forever and ever, and there's no coming back. You don't get a second chance at that. That's the ultimate terror. So I would ask you one more question. If use the word if here, for you, if Jesus is truly who the Bible says he is the creator, he is the one who exists and creates existence, which is how he's defined. He is the Alpha and the Omega. He holds the keys to life and death, to heaven and hell. If he is that person, would you ever turn your life over to him? If you truly believed he was, would you turn your life over to him?
Well, if you truly believed that, turning your life over to him under those conditions would be exactly the same as believing it. Belief isn't, as you already pointed out, belief isn't a set of statements about what you believe to be true. It's a way of living.
Well, but I'm
asking, outlined what that way of living is.
Well, but I'm asking you as just as one of the most, I would say, one of the smartest guys in the world, one of the most intellectual people alive today. It's why people watch you. Someone like yourself, if you became absolutely convinced, yes, that's real. Wow, it is terrifying. It is terrible. But you said if you told him, I am turning my life over to you, do what you will with me, and you really did that. If you were willing to do that.
I already did that.
What a situation!
Long time ago.
You did?
I did that a long time ago. Yeah.
So how is it that
I know the truth sets you free?
Yeah,
I understand.
So in your life, it's not the doctor calling the shots.
Not when I'm oriented properly.
What orients you?
Holy terror. Look, I'm trying to say the things that I believe serve the truth. And I have reason for that, because I know what the alternative is. The alternative's bleak, bleaker than you can imagine. And so step carefully. That's my presumption. And hope and pray that you're careful enough to walk the straight, narrow path.
But it's impossible. You can't do that. I can't do it. You can't do it.
Oh, I understand. You know? I understand what you mean. I don't take any issue with what you've said.
Yeah. No, I don't think you do. And I'm not trying to have an issue. I'm just speaking.
No, I understand.
I've studied what you've been saying. And I know you look at the Bible, it seems at least very metaphorically and very intellectually, you look at it in those kinds of terms. And at the end of the day, it's not a metaphor and it's not intellectualism. Like when you die and you see him, what's he going to say to you? What are you going to say to him? I mean, that's the ultimate question that everybody watching this interview is going to have to deal with. Everybody. It says every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. Every knee, including John Rich and Jordan Peterson and the devil himself and everybody else. Every knee is going to have to bow. And so whether you believe that or not doesn't change the fact that that is what is going to happen. And I happen to believe, because it says it in the scripture, that the Lord reveals himself to every man. Every man knows it. He says, I stand at the door and knock. And if any man hears my voice and opens the door, I'll come in with him, I'll sit down with him, I'll dine with him, I'll have dinner with him, and he with me. And so if you hear him knocking on that door and you walk up, you open it, and you let him in, that is what that means. You have invited him into your house. Let's call your body, this is my house. I invite him in, he sits down, he's living in my house now. That's what that means. It also says he won't knock forever. He will not knock forever. If you reject him.
You said you experienced that.
Yep.
You experienced that when you felt abandoned.
Yep. He won't knock forever. At some point, if you reject him long enough, it says he'll just turn you over to your desires and go, well, we gave it a good shot. Move on. And brother, you don't want to get to that point. So anybody watching this, if you feel him knocking at the door, open the door. It's very simple. You don't need a preacher. You don't need a priest. You don't need anybody. that to sit down with, to give your life to Jesus and go to heaven. You don't need anybody. You can sit there all by yourself and you can reach out to him and you can give your life to him right there anytime you want to. That's one problem with religion. You've used the word religious about me. There's nothing religious about me. Religion, in my opinion, has built these constructs where they make people think you have to go confess your sins to this person, or you have to go through a preacher, you have to go through some other earthly sinful human being. I mean, tell me where it says that anywhere. It doesn't say that anywhere. That's their way of keeping people under control, making them come through those doors. They think if they don't do it that way, then they're not going to get there. And that's another one of the big deceptions that are out there. That's why I don't like that whole notion of religion. Jesus was not a religious person. The religious people persecuted Jesus back in the day. So it's important for people to know these distinctions. I mean, you can have one-on-one with him. He's right there. He's literally right there. It's as simple as that. We don't have to intellectualize everything about him and try to figure out every single nook and cranny of every single word that he said. Just go look at what he said. He made it real simple. And again, we're all going to have to go to that point. Everybody's going to die. Everybody. And the second you die, it says to be absent from the flesh is to be present with God. Like boom, just like that. And you're standing in front of the boss. And what are you going to say to him? What's he going to say to you? That's the only conversation any human being should be concerned about.
John, that's probably a good time to end this part of the conversation. I wanted to talk to you about the meaning of the lyrics that you wrote down in this song, but I think we'll do that on the Daily Wire side, because that'll be a good additional half an hour, and this is actually a very good time to end. And so I guess what I would say in closing to what you said is that obviously you have a specific idea about what constitutes faith and your faith, and you use the metaphor of the driver to lay that forward. And that seems to me to be a very good representation of what constitutes faith, because it does come down to, let's say, who you invite in to take charge.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right.
And that's not the same as stating words of faith. Right.
Correct.
So
that's the whole
that's
point,
a good thing.
Doctor. That's the whole point. You said the whole point right there. Exactly right.
Yeah. Well, that's what do you say? That's the
truth.
Protection against religious hypocrisy as well. You know, part of the reason I'm loath in many ways to talk directly about what I believe, let's say, is because I'm not really that interested in taking credit for what I believe. You know what I mean? For me, it's something to kind of hold secret, because it's not for public display. Because the problem with public display is that that's the pathway of the Pharisees. And so it's dangerous to pray in public and to make your case known in the streets, let's say. So but it does say, and I know you want to wrap up, so obviously we will, but it does say, go out and preach the gospel to every nation, every human being out there. And now what the Pharisees and Sadducees did was look how holy we are. We're giving all this money. Right.
Look at us. We're so benevolent. We're so holy. It says, give your gifts in secret. That's what it's talking about. When you make a donation or you help somebody, don't advertise it all over the world. He doesn't appreciate that. But when it talks about go out and tell everybody about the truth of who I am and what the Bible says and what the stakes are, the eternal stakes out here, you are supposed to go say that. And let me tell you something, Doctor, as we wrap, you could be one of the most powerful weapons in the hand of God that he ever slung, ever, because of the intellect that you have, because of the platform that you have, because of the millions of people and what you've learned. You've read every word of the Bible, you've dissected it, you know what it is. And the day that becomes absolutely life and death real to you, you, sir, could be one of the most powerful human beings, in my opinion, that ever walked the face of the earth.
Well, I think you'll like my new book, John.
Looking forward to it.
All right, sir. Well, thank you for the conversation today. And
thank you.
And thank you to everybody who's watching and listening to and paying attention to this. And as I alluded to, I'm going to continue to talk to John for another half an hour on the Daily Wire side. And I think we'll delve more into the lyrics of his song Revelation, since we've uncovered the motivation behind the song and also the preconditions for it to make itself manifest, you might say. And so, it's complicated, how these things come about. And I'd also like to talk to you a little bit more about how it's being received. So for everybody who is watching and listening, you could join us on the Daily Wire side to complete this conversation. That'd give you an opportunity to throw some support their way too, because at least in my experience, they are a platform that promotes free speech. They've left me the hell alone to do exactly what it is that I do, and also enabled me to bring most of it to people well on YouTube for public consumption, and which is a very generous offer on the part of the company. So in any case, you can join us there if you're inclined to. Thank you very much, sir. That was extremely interesting. And thanks for letting everybody know how you came to the conclusions that you've come to and what that's meant. Much appreciated.
Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it, sir.
Not only in the actual job, but all.
Ideal list every few months, so I'm always changing it due to me changing, and I kind of go off of that when I look at anybody.
What about you?
Honestly, my brain's mush right now from listening to all of that. So I'm definitely more traditional. So ideally, obviously, I have children, and that opens up a different form of baggage. And not every single man will be okay with it, and that's fine. Everybody has their preferences, but I would love a man that could take care of me.
What do you mean by that?
I'm okay with being in a traditional role. I own a business. I can financially take care of myself. I love what I do within my business. But if I met a man that was able to financially provide and wanted me to stay home.
Sorry, I did not mean to press that. Go ahead.
And wanted me to stay home and take on the traditional role, I would not have a problem with that. If I met a man that was okay with me working, then I would be okay with that too.
Okay.
Me?
What do you want? What are you looking for?
A man who is safe.
Safe, okay.
And as in, a leader role with morals, doesn't, like you were saying, someone you can go to and you can have a conversation and not have to worry about, there being a response that could, having safe conversations is really important for a relationship, in my opinion. So, and then someone who is successful and smart and doesn't make me feel like I have to be a masculine woman.
You said successful. How successful?
Successful as in, number-wise, not somebody who is living, paycheck to paycheck, meaning that they are able to support. If I were to date, I'm not dating to just go date around. That's a huge reason why I haven't gone on dates. I don't have any interest. I would date to marry. Now, I'm not exactly putting myself out there, besides right now on the Whatever podcast. But I have a son. You don't have, in my case, I didn't have a baby with someone to not build a future with them. It's really disheartening on my own end, not having a traditional family, because it was something that was really important to me. So now we're working with what we got. So just making sure that, for one, they like children, but also I would like to work, but not work as, I think it's important for a mother to take care of her children. Do I know if I'm gonna have more children in the future? I have no idea. I don't know.
Wait,
But-
did you say you're a hairstylist?
So I moved to California for hair, reached goals with that, and I actually am working in the cosmetic medical field now.
Okay, you used to do hair, though. I think I saw that on your Instagram.
Yes, and I did some
Sorry.
cool stuff. I don't know how you would have, unless you scrolled like old photos.
Yep.
I had goals, wrote a senior paper, wanted to move to California, and moved here, hit my goals within, some
Sure.
cool stuff. And that was that.
So what do you want? What are you looking for?
For me, the most important is a God-fearing man, because I think everything else encompasses with that. Because if he fears the Lord, he submits to the Lord. If he fears the Lord, he wants a traditional relationship. He wants to be provider, protector. He wants to lead. I don't really... So even though I believe in traditional gender roles where the man provides, I believe that the woman should live within his means. And if she wants something more, like her nails done, her hair done, or a fancy vacation, then as long as she's still doing her wifely duties, she can, if he's okay with it, go out and earn some money for the family, for their vacation, for her hair, for her nails, and all that. I don't think men are supposed to provide those things. They're supposed to provide a house over your head and food on the table.
Sure. Well, you're in a relationship, but what do you want? What are you looking for?
Well, I multi-dated before I landed on the guy who I absolutely love. And the thing that I love about him is that he's marriage-minded. He's a natural leader. He is funny. he lives a healthy lifestyle. I had to write this stuff down. Someone who always wants to grow and improve. That keeps things interesting and spicy, I think. Financially secure is very important to me. And provides the structure for me to be in the fullness of what it means to be feminine. So, yeah. So he builds the frame. That's what I call masculinity. Masculinity is the house is the frame, and then the femininity is what goes inside. Once you got the drywall, the plumbing, the lighting, she fills it in with the beauty and
Furniture.
softness. Yes.
Yeah, so the paintings
exactly.
and stuff. Yes, I like
I
that.
think
you put that really well.
Thank you.
I just want to be whatever is right for my husband and I to grow and have a successful marriage and raise kids and whatever that looks like for him.
Jake, what about you? What do you want? What are you looking for?
God-fearing is number one. Then I'd say cute, attractive, and then humble, modest. Genuine burning desire to be a mother and to be a wife over everything would be very important, and good habits as well. There's lots of red flags in terms of habits, and you gotta watch out for them early.
I'll try to answer the question briefly. I have my whole list here written up, but let's see. Natural body supremacist, obviously care about hygiene, grooming, but a strong preference for no plastic surgery, no fake tits, no fake lips, no BBL, no lipo, no labiaplasty, very important. Minimal or no makeup. Yeah, on the plastic surgery front, like I'd prefer small boobs, no boobs over massive fake titties, a little belly fat over lipo belly, small ass or no ass over BBL, small upper lip over lip fillers. You could basically take any woman who's had any of these procedures, however they were before. I would have preferred them as they were. Let's see, what else? We talked about tattoos. She has to have done at least 3 years of cello. Just kidding. Let's see. Personality-wise, let's see. Willingness to travel, because I'm like trying to bring a girl to like Hawaii, you know, what's up. Let's see. I'm trying to move to Hawaii, maybe, I don't know. Eventually, we'll see. Personality, moderate preference for introverted women, quiet, calm, soft-spoken, slightly endearingly awkward, a little bit shy, a little bit nerdy. Let's see, modesty is huge. I don't like big egos, super vain, diva shit. Brings me peace, doesn't quarrel, doesn't party, doesn't drink, doesn't do drugs, doesn't go to bars or clubs, low body count. No current or past promiscuity, undivided romantic and sexual attention. I know some of you had a quarrel with that, so we'll get into that. Immediately, let's see, a girl who helps me in my mission, a girl who's attentive, back scratches, massages, that sort of shit. Supports me in my mission. That's pretty much it.
I love that.
You love?
No, not like everything on there. Like, I don't agree with everything on there. I'm just saying, like, that's what I do. I love idea. Like, you're gonna find somebody one day that checks all those boxes, and you'll know that's
king.
the one.
You'll get there, king.
No, like, seriously, like, you're gonna find someone to check those boxes, and you're not gonna settle. Like, once that's written on paper, like, most likely you're gonna just be like walking and looking for someone like that.
But I don't think any of that was like unreasonable though.
Yeah, that's all pretty simple shit.
Yeah, it's pretty basic.
I just mean like writing, like something about like knowing what you want rather than like I'm just gonna blindly walk through the streets and then look if I catch this person's eye based on their looks. I think that's like something admirable to like have it a love ideal. It's kind of what I do.
Word. I saw you maybe shaking your head at some of those things, possibly.
No.
Oh, okay, maybe I was wrong then. Yeah, I mean, it's really simple. Though. I know I listed like a million different things, but they're all kind of sort of similar insofar as bring me peace, be pleasant, don't be a headache, super simple. You don't need to be like insanely funny or charismatic or any of this shit. Don't care about your academic or educational or career achievements. Don't give a fuck. Does not matter one little bit. Just be pleasant, bring me peace, don't quarrel, be about on par looks-wise, super simple, pretty simple, I'd say. And have a giant labia. That's it. That's all I need. Okay. Awkward. Awkward. Yo, hashtag big labia matter. Yeah. Well, y'all have penis size preference. So I can't have a labia preference?
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, earmuffs. Earmuffs. Y'all want a guy with a certain size penis. I want a woman with a certain size labia. That's fair, right?
I'm really going for that wizard sleeve, aren't you?
I like the wizard sleeve.
Oh my God.
I prefer it.
Serious about that.
I like the wizard sleeve. You don't? Are you a fan, Jake?
No, I don't like the meat curtain.
You've not encountered a.
I have, and I wasn't.
I don't think women have. Hold on.
Meat curtain, wizard sleeve.
I don't think women have as much of a preference to penis size as men think that we do.
I mean, yo, AB Check, thanks for the gift of 20 memberships. Maybe.
I mean, like if we're talking
you
about
kinda
like
do.
microscopic, okay, I understand. But like, I don't think most women really like huge,
Sure, that's.
gigantic.
Well, until they have it.
But like, you probably have a bit of a preference.
There's some crazy chick that's gonna get labiaplasty the other direction.
Just for you,
labia
Brian.
in the world.
He won't like that.
There are actually chicks who do that. They just inject it with fillers.
I don't know if that counts. It's got to be natural. It's got to be natural. So, anyways, where were we? Oh, we got a chat here from Techno Trooper. What are some red flags you're willing to overlook without letting them bother you? Starting with you.
These are like really hard
One
questions.
eternity.
Like maybe it has a girl best friend. I know that that's a lot of red flags for people, but I think having female friendships is important.
Wait, red flag you're willing to overlook?
Like a lot of people say that a guy having a girl best friend is a red flag.
But you don't. No, but you don't think it's a red flag, so it doesn't really answer the question.
Well, that's a red flag I would overlook.
So you think it's a red flag?
To some people?
No. Do you think it's a red flag?
No.
So it's not really a red flag. If you don't think it's a red flag, you wouldn't really be overlooking it.
Yeah. But like societally, a lot of women would see it as a red flag.
Yeah.
So like it's not a red flag for you, but it's a red flag for most.
I think the question is, you view it as a red flag, but you're willing to overlook it.
Can you come back to me maybe?
Okay, sure. What about you?
I'm not overlooking things that are red flags. It's kind of a dumb question.
All right. What about you?
I think it's a red flag to have like a very colorful past, but I do too. So I would look past it because I think I have that red flag. Like just, I feel like I've grown as a person and changed, but I would look over that, seeing how they are now.
Okay. What about you?
I will never overlook red flags again. So there's not a negotiation for that.
What if he's really attractive and super buff?
I don't care because
Great
looks
tats,
are not really a
but
huge thing for me.
Super
so
rich, huge PP.
don't care.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. What about you?
No, I won't look over red flags, but I can give you a yellow flag.
Stop the cap.
Okay. Yellow flag that you would overlook.
Okay, you guys are gonna think this is weird, but if we are in a quiet room and he is chewing popcorn with his mouth open, that is a red flag.
Does it give you the ick?
You don't even understand what. Oh, I can't even go in. Yep.
So
and
he's
if he's
chewing
afraid of
popcorn.
spiders, because I need him to be afraid of spiders.
Can we get some popcorn going so that we can?
But we don't just open mouth
Spiders, if
chewing.
he's not a spider taker carer, I don't want to know what he's doing with it, but if he does not take care of the spiders.
You do well dating in Australia. You'd like them.
So I was going to talk to you about that. I heard about
We can talk. I know some people.
What about you?
I think like red flags maybe that I have, like I can't have a double standard, right? Like my weight for one, I can't be like, oh, well, he's not disciplined, he's not fit, because I mean, I have my own stuff. So in those things, like you said, you have a colorful past, so you might overlook that. So things, issues that I have, I guess, I wouldn't have a double standard.
Okay.
I have a little bit of a different take. I think that there's too many, particularly women, who think everything is a red flag. Like, oh, he didn't put this toilet seat down. Oh, forget it. Or, you know, just the kind of nitpicky things that we do to try to disqualify. And I've even been guilty of this. Like, I wouldn't be in this relationship if I wouldn't have looked at what I thought was a red flag, which actually wasn't. It was just this person was showing me like who they were. You know, first 3 months, you're on your best behavior. You're showing your representative, okay? So it's like, and he was just who he was. And I was like, wait a minute. Is this your representative? And, what? And it, but then got to know him and,
Private
okay,
chat.
that's legit. Yeah. So I think a lot of women.
So you're saying he opened himself up to you early, and you got to see all of the cards.
Got to see
It's a
all,
tough thing to
and
do
then
as a
make a
guy,
choice.
to open up early. It's not really something you want to do, and often we hold back a lot and we drip feed because if you show a woman everything at once, they'll often be repulsed by that.
Well, it's not like he was, showing me his 8th grade diary when our first date, but he definitely was more open.
But yeah,
and,
women are definitely attracted to mystery.
And
you definitely have to keep a little bit of that going.
Yeah, so I mean, it was kind of, when he wasn't like showing up as his representative, I was like, does it get worse? Like, how? No, it's like, that's just him. So I would have missed out on a great guy if I would have said, no, girl, go.
Yeah, definitely a past. Drug addiction, gambling addiction, felonies. Those are all things that I would overlook, or I have overlooked.
I'd say if they can't cook, we can get them cooking classes. That's one that I'd overlook.
You too.
That's good.
We can fix it.
You too.
It's okay, Jake. I'm a really good
Yeah,
cook.
you can F11 it.
I'll take the spiders.
Perfect.
Just do a quick. Well, you got to here. Hold on.
She doesn't have to learn how to cook a kangaroo or anything.
You can only
It's good protein. Great protein, kangaroo.
Did you refresh?
Yeah, if they don't kick you in the face before you get to them, though.
No, you just
Here.
Yeah, okay.
Here, just minimize OBS really quick.
Are kangaroo like coyotes here? Or like, are they like a nuisance?
They are. Yeah, there's people whose
Mute
full-time
stop
job is to
cam.
kill kangaroos. Yeah, I used to
Mute-
work in a
no, no,
winery,
mute
and there was a
stop
guy
cam, quick.
who was his full-time job
Just
to kill
click,
kangaroos.
enter studio.
He'd drive around the winery, and then he'd give us all this
Okay,
kangaroo meat, and we
F11.
were like really broke and young, and I was like, yes.
So
Bring
they
it
are
back.
like in overpopulation
Oh, yeah,
there?
big time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should make a dog food
Okay, sorry.
with kangaroo meat.
Would be
For some
good.
reason it wasn't loading.
There is a dog food with
Millions
kangaroo
of
in it.
millions.
I'm pretty sure.
Unhide it in sources, please.
No, it's a very good meat. Good protein. Crocodile meat as well. You can eat crocodile meat, crocodile steaks.
I've heard about that.
Pelagic says she has one big insecurity. I'm not sure. Oh, this is probably directed to you. Do you want to respond to Pelagic? He says you're one big insecurity.
That's rude.
That's it? That's all you got?
I'm not.
Okay, Pelagic, you're rude. All right, and then these came through. Appreciate it, guys. Let's see. We got a lot to get through, so I'm going to try to do it quick. Why don't we just go here? Stifler.
Go again really quick to answer your
Go
question. Just saying I love you too soon. That's like a red flag I would overlook.
How soon did you say I love you to your most recent ex or whatever?
I think we were like a month in, and I think that's pretty soon. But like I was being honest, so.
So you were a red flag then?
Yeah, that's what you were saying. It's something that you think is a red flag, but you know how like Lindsay said, she has a
That you
colorful
would
past
perceive
too, so
from someone else,
she would
like, if
overlook
you
it.
met someone.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Who said I love you first?
I think me. I put Frank Sinatra's "I Love You" in a playlist for him.
Oh.
Something stupid? That song? Was it something stupid, that song?
Yes, I think so.
Good song.
I agree. I think that was
But
cool.
can I just have a rant for a second though? Like, why is it that young people, like, you guys can't just say what you got to say? Like, why does it have to be, you know, like tea leaves or songs like in code or Snapchat things that just like why is it so hard for you guys just to say what you want to say? What are you afraid of?
Wait, she did though, didn't she?
Yeah.
No, she just gave him a song.
When
and
he
I'm
sent
like,
it to me, and he was like, "Does this mean you love me?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, okay. So you like beat around the bush, kind of. With
I
it.
thought it was like flirty. I thought it was cute.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's all young people either,
Yeah,
though.
I think when you're
I'd say it.
young too, though, you know, love is different in all different stages in the way that you express it. And just, you know, would I do that now in my age? No, but I don't know what I would have done when I was 20.
Can I have you read this one? Go ahead.
Get sun, get some. Stay hydrated, stay alive. Keep life in perspective. Live within your means. Create something new. Strive for selfless devotion. Progress, not perfection. To hearts and minds. Night.
Yo, Kill of Cereal, really appreciate the message. Good to see you in the chat. Actually, thank you for reminding me, most embarrassing dating story. That's what you asked originally. We're now finally getting to it. I hope you have a good night, Kill of Cereal. Appreciate your support. Going around the table really quick if you can. Most embarrassing dating story, go ahead.
Mine was what you mentioned earlier, that he had another girlfriend the whole time, and I thought that was pretty embarrassing because we went to the same school, and I didn't know that he had the same girlfriend.
What about you?
I don't have anything embarrassing, but I have tragic things like stuff being stolen from my house and somebody beat my dog.
Yeah, that's not really embarrassing. Okay, what about you?
I've answered it. Do you want me to answer again?
Yes.
The same story of the girl was horrible and I had to go to the bathroom and lie and drop her off at home because it was unbearable and it was a silent car ride.
I don't have any embarrassing ones.
I don't really have any embarrassing ones.
Can you tilt your mic down a little bit?
Yeah, I can't think of any.
Okay.
EJ, 19, maybe 18 years old. He gave me a joint. And it was the first joint I'd ever had. It was illegal at the time, obviously, because this was in the 90s. And we grew up watching all of those, like, don't do drugs, like the skillet that you crack the egg on it, this is your brain on drugs. And so we were on a date. He gave it to me. I had a couple puffs. And I got so paranoid, I thought my brain would turn into a scrambled egg. And so we were in Long Beach, and I was running across the bridge, trying to get the weed out of my system so I could be normal again. And he was running after me, going, wait, wait. So yeah, that was probably the most embarrassing.
What about you?
Okay, so like when me and my husband, we had taken a break, and then when we were not we were dating at the time, and then we got back together, and my best friend kept asking like when we were gonna finally, you know, do the deed. And anyways, when it finally happened, I sent like a long detailed text to her the next day, and realized that I accidentally sent it to his sister. It was very embarrassing.
Oh God.
And can you tell us the content of the text message?
Yeah, I was like, oh, we finally, you know, did it, and it was really, really great. But then this embarrassing thing happened. But he was really cool about it, and I.
Queef? Was it a queef?
No.
That's always
It was,
embarrassing.
Did you get your period?
This is so awkward. This is embarrassing. No, it brought about, you know, cycle, and so yeah, it was just really awkward for that was awkward. But telling his sister, meaning to text, yeah, it's bad.
Okay.
Is period sex awkward?
I wasn't though. It didn't like. It was the first time we had hooked up in a really long time, and I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, it was awkward.
And it is absolutely awkward to have period sex.
Disagree.
Yeah, All right, tell that to somebody who has fibroids.
Has what? I'm sorry.
Never mind.
No, I didn't hear you.
Is there another topic we can talk about?
Yeah, we're gonna go
wanted
back
the
over
embarrassing story.
Yeah, so let's see here. Okay, so we're going to go to Stifler, ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10. You can't pick 7, starting with you. Go ahead.
6.
Okay.
9.87.
Okay, all right. Troll answer, but okay.
After hearing what you had to say, I have to change my answer to.
What did you say last time?
I said a 9 because I'm confident and I'm still working on myself. That's why I don't think I'm a 10, but I'm going to switch it to 8 like, not that I got lower confidence since last time, but I can never stop improving, so.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm going to say 8.
Okay.
6.5.
Is 5 supposed to be the middle?
So using this scale, 5 would be average.
5 would be average, then 2.
Okay.
I'm going to say a 5. I'm just your average 51-year-old black girl.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a hard question, being pregnant and stuff, but I would say probably like 5.5.
I think you're higher than that, girl. You're giving life.
I'll go 6.
I give myself a 5. Okay, so you gave yourself a 9.87. Stifler has a follow-up question. Total face body. So break it down, total face body. So 9.87 total. What do you do for face? What do you do for body?
I have to add those up to equal that? I don't know.
No, just maybe you say my face is a 9, my body's a 10. Something, I don't know.
My face is a 9. I think my body's a 10. What was the other? Just
No,
face
that's
body.
it. All right, going around the table once more. Do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time, starting with you?
I see what he's
30, so
doing.
no.
Okay. You're 28. Do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time at 38?
Yes, because I really put a lot of emphasis on my health.
Okay. What about 20 years' time?
Yes.
So 48, better looking.
48, yeah.
30 years' time, better looking at 58
Yeah.
than you are now, 28. Okay. 40 years' time, better looking at 68
No, but I think like going back, I'd probably be like equal to what I am now.
at
Not, like,
68.
better.
At 68, you'll be
No,
equal.
at 58. I think 68, I'll probably start getting some wrinkles.
At 68, you'll start getting some wrinkles.
Yeah.
But 38 equal or better looking?
I think I'll always be equal, if not better, because of everything I do for my health.
Which is what?
I do a lot of biohacking, like red light therapy. I exercise a lot. I eat a perfect diet. I don't eat any seed oils.
Okay. And are you better
Shit.
looking now at 28 than when
He's
you were
baiting
when you were
everything I
18?
do now.
100%.
100%. Okay.
Nah,
So
baby.
equal looking, 28 compared to 38, 48, 58. Okay. So in 30 years' time, just as good looking.
Yeah.
You won't have any wrinkles.
Probably very few.
Very, very few wrinkles at 58.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, when do you think women are most attractive?
Whenever they feel like they're most attractive.
But generally speaking, on a global sense, when we're thinking about how the world thinks about it, not how they feel.
Younger.
Yeah. So when you're talking about it, are you talking about it in the way that the world sees it or the way that you subjectively see it?
Well, it's hard to say because when I was 18, I was, by the world standards, not as attractive as I am now.
But you can be aware of that, though, right? You can
Yeah.
say that you're more attractive now. I haven't seen you at 18. Maybe you were fat when you were 18 or something like that. But you can, when you're saying that you're going to be as attractive in 30 years, are you saying that from the way that the world sees you or the way that you see you?
I'm saying that from the way the world sees me.
You genuinely think that you as a 58-year-old woman will be as attractive as you are as a 28-year-old woman?
Yeah, I think the same number of guys will still want me, or I think I'll be as desired.
I think that kind of makes a lot of sense to me when you say that, because the whole delaying or like not wanting to have a family, wanting to put career first and wanting to sort of ride this wave of the lingerie stuff that you've got going on, it makes total sense when you think about it in the sense that you think you're going to be still hot in 30 years. The fact of the matter is that nobody's really hot at 58. And as a woman ages, you need to age gracefully, because if you're 58 trying to hold on to being hot, you're going to be very, very unhappy. But if you're 58 and you've got a family and you get your value through being a mother and through these sorts of things, then you can actually maintain a lot of value and dignity in these things. But if you're trying to be hot and that's your number one goal,
No. A model. I'll have a company. I'll be running the company. I'll hire models, and I hope that I do have that for myself. I hope I have it all: loving husband, family, business.
Good luck with that, woman.
I hope for you too, for
Thanks.
sure.
Let's see here. So, one sec, guys. What about you? Better looking in 10 years' time?
I think I'm gonna peak in like 5 years, and then 5-10 years, so like 30, and then like you kind of just said, I think I hopefully won't care as much. Like I still want to put effort into like maintaining health and all of that, but less worry about like dressing like, I feel like I dress like a normal 20-year-old.
So what was the answer? You think you'll be...
I think I'll peak in like 5-10 years.
Sure.
I'm definitely in better shape now than I was 10 years ago, so in my 20s. I think in my 40s, I hope that I will still be in good shape, and I'm good at taking care of my body. And then after that, it's just the natural progression of things. Stuff is going to be loose, and I'm going to have wrinkles, and that's okay. It's just a part of growing and maturing.
I mean, youth is beautiful, but so are all the stages. I think I was definitely at my peak at 28, right? Or 28, I just aged myself. At 26 and at 36, I mean, I think at 46 I will be better than 36 just because I'm hard on myself with, I'm working on
Do you
just
think you'll be trying to maintain though, or trying to be better?
A little bit of both. So maintain.
It's quite a bar to set yourself to be more attractive when you're 46.
I think it's like, not that I'm not sitting here and saying, oh my God, I hate my body, but I am doing a little bit different, you know, with how I'm taking care of my body and what I put into it. Make America healthy again, honestly. And, you know, I was pregnant and I had a child. That was, you know, that was a huge transition. And so well, you guys haven't seen my mom, so she's beautiful. And I'm very blessed, so I do look a lot like her. And I'm not trying to maintain in a pressuring standpoint. It's more so just like my personal goals within myself. But if I were to look at a whole figure, you know, how does everyone else see me? Well, of course, the youth is, the younger you are, the more attractive you are, period. Doesn't matter what you get done. So on that end, going all the way up, obviously.
Even for guys as well. I mean, you look at like a young Johnny Depp, you know.
Oh, I disagree. I think that aging men.
Don't you think, like, physically, just in terms of like the aesthetic attractiveness, don't you think that guys tend to not, like, maybe in their 30s they can be really good looking, but in their 40s and 50s, do you think they get better looking?
Depending on the person. George Clooney. Okay, I'm not attracted to men of his age, but if I were to take younger George Clooney and George Clooney now, he is far more attractive in my eyes now than he was then.
Like, he's an anomaly though. Do you think generally guys tend to let themselves go a little bit as they get older? They can't hold muscle mass as well.
Yeah.
If their face gets a little bit more wrinkly.
Sure. But I think age looks well on men though, even if they
I'd say it definitely
have
looks better on men.
some wrinkles and like facial hair, gray hair. You know, ask me when I was younger. Sure, you know, of course, like I would think that way, but I don't enjoy.
But not so much for women.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm giving you my opinion on like me and where I'm at right now. Of course, when I was like 18,
I got to
way more
interrupt
youthful.
things here a little bit. So going to you really quick, Brenna, right?
Yes.
Do you have another OF that goes something along? Can you show me your tattoo on your arm here? Huh. Do you have another OF, something Brinkley? Have you gone by that name?
It used to be the name of the one we already discussed. I just changed the name.
You've never done any boy-girl content?
No.
Well, somebody just sent me a video of you doing precisely that, boy-girl content. So are you going to continue lying, or are you just going to fess up that you're pretty much just lying about everything?
No, I'm not lying. I've never done boy girl content.
There's literally a video of you. Do I need to, like...
Do you want to play it? It's
Nope,
not
can't.
my video.
Can't. I mean, it's matching tattoo.
No. Never filmed videos like that.
It's literally you just admitted that it was your OnlyFans tag.
Yes, but I've never filmed boy girl content.
Is this some loophole, like the guy filmed it?
No, I've never done that.
So you're just going to continue lying even though I have...
Was it girl?
Here, I'm going to show it to
No,
Jake.
I've never
Jake
done-
can tell me what I can't have it on fucking...
Maddie.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, Jake,
She's
tell me.
trying.
Is this her? You see the tattoo?
The tattoo looks similar. There's nothing happening yet, by the way, guys. Just to let you know. You see the face?
This is so awkward.
It's a good time to go. Get up and go to the bathroom.
Water.
Yeah.
I'll get you some water.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, it's actually a little bit hard to tell. You could kind of see your face and what was about to happen, but
Oh, something was about to happen.
yeah,
Oh,
it was
okay.
really, really about
No,
to
I've never filmed
all
boy girl content. I'm not a
happen.
porn star.
Did it go longer and you just didn't watch it, or it was?
Yeah, I didn't see the rest, but I'll take Brian's word for it.
What?
I mean, this is fucking you, bro. Like, I don't know why you're lying about it.
I'm not lying. I've never had a sex tape.
Could it been someone like screen recording it and like?
No. I don't have anything like that.
Okay, bro. I mean, it's just like, why are you fucking lying about it? It's kind of annoying.
I'm not lying.
Okay, so the video depicts you giving fellatio, I think is the term, to a male. You've never had a video of you doing that?
No.
Bullshit.
Do you want to just stop fucking gaslighting?
The
and
whore.
just admit it?
She likes
No, I've never filmed a
dick.
video like that.
Then how does this video exist?
I'm not sure.
All right, well, this guy, he gave me a thumbs up. He says it's you. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Show us your tattoo again. Yeah, that's you. All right, you're a fucking liar. Okay, well,
Okay.
cool.
Whatever, Brian.
Why don't you just fucking admit it? Like, it's so fucking weird when girls come on and do this shit, but whatever.
I didn't do that.
All right, I'm just not going
Swear
to
to God?
engage. I'm not even going
Yeah.
to engage with this. So where did we leave off? Do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time?
This way.
Well, I didn't hear the answer, so...
I think in my 40s, yes.
So you're 36. Well, you'll be better looking at 46?
Yes.
better looking at 56, 20 years time? And then you're 36, were you better looking at 26?
No.
So better looking now at 36 than you were at 26?
Yes.
Okay, and then going to you're also 36, better looking in 10 years time?
Youthful is
Into the mic.
better. Youthful is better. But
Okay,
for me, yes, I think that at this point in time, at 46, I will look better to what I want to look at.
So you'll look better at 46?
But not to society. Younger
Okay.
would always be better.
20 years time?
Better,
you-
younger, yeah.
No, 20 years time, will you be better looking at 56?
At 46?
56.
At
56, 20 years
No,
time.
I won't look better looking.
Okay, and were you better looking at 26 than you are now at 50,
No.
at 36, excuse me?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no.
So you're better looking now?
I'm better looking at 26.
You're better looking at
Yes.
26. Okay, then you?
I think you're typically better looking when you're younger. I think I was better looking when I was 26, but I have been on a weight loss journey, so I think by 46 I'll probably look better than I am right now.
Assuming that you, let's just say you had a perfect body fat percentage your entire life, would you be better looking?
Younger.
Younger, okay. And then she's up. We'll go to you. You're 34, better looking in 10 years time at 44?
No.
And then you're 34, were you better looking at 24 than you are now at 34?
Probably some days. Yes.
Okay. All right. Some delusion here, I guess.
Regarding the ratings, the delusion?
I don't really recall the ratings. I don't think it was too delusional on the ratings,
Oh,
but the
okay.
whole
Right.
better looking as you get older, pretty delusional, but
Oh, no, I meant that.
yeah.
The only thing, I know that if you're just looking at looks, but I think whenever I see women, especially moms, and I just think that there's beauty in that after they've had, kids, and the more kids that they have, it's just something, there is something beautiful about that. But I do agree with the physical part of it.
I'd say it's more value, the word you're looking
Yeah,
for. There's the
absolutely.
value of woman, wisdom, and fulfilling maternal duties and all that sort of thing. It makes it very attractive.
Yeah, but like physically to the rest of the world. I mean, every
Physical
child
is very
that I've
different,
had,
yeah.
I've
Yeah, physical
definitely
attractive is very different to value.
affected you.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, it's just kind of interesting that people don't realize how aging works, but I don't know. Why can't people just be like, yeah, people are typically better looking when they're younger,
Who said that? Who said that you don't, or that you're not better looking when you're younger?
Several females here at the panel said that they're in their prime now, in their mid-30s, and then they said they would be even better looking in their 40s.
Okay.
I don't
So-
think I'm in my prime now. I just think that my personal goals that I have is going to flourish me when I am 46 versus how I feel right now in my
Your personal goals are what?
my personal goals within like my fitness or my body as an individual. But society speaking, I'm not, if we were to go on that end, youthful is more attractive, and I know that. So, I mean, I do have two different answers because I can't speak for society. I can only speak for myself on that end. So if I'm going to rate myself, that's what it is.
Go ahead.
I mean, I guess that's also kind of the reason why I said what I said. I was a mom, a very young mom. My kids are a little bit older. So at 26, I was very tired, overweight, had a toddler and a baby, didn't have time to go to the gym, take care of myself, all that stuff. So I do feel physically better now that my kids are older and I have the ability to get through all of those things that I need for myself to take care of myself.
That's valid.
I was like using hard drugs when I was in my early 20s. And I still can look back and see, I mean, I feel like I've probably gotten wrinkles just sitting at this table. Like, I can still look back and see that, even then, at least for male attention, there's something just with youth that guys equate to beauty more than anything
At
else.
26, I was fantastic. I was doing just fine.
I said 5 years later, but I'm also 20, so I mean, I'm working on my health.
I would say mid-20s is
That's what I'm saying.
Prime, yeah.
Stats say that it's between 20 and 24 is when a woman is most
That sounds
physically
about
attractive.
right, yeah.
That's what the studies say in terms of what guys find most attractive
That's fair.
physically.
Well, let me change the question a little bit. Do you think that the average 35-year-old woman is hotter than the average 25-year-old woman?
No.
No.
Going around the table.
No.
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 It depends on the
You're
race.
too far from the mic.
Sorry, it depends on the race.
It's reverse aging people. I'd like to meet them.
Because no, it's not that it's reverse aging. It's just that the darker skin you have, you age more slowly.
But do you age still?
Yes, you do, but you age more
So that
slowly
would
in
make
comparison.
you more old in 10 years?
That's not what the question was.
Yeah, it's about attractiveness, and age generally tends to equate to attractiveness.
Yes, but if you compare a 25-year-old white girl and a 35-year-old black woman, if we
But they're not
average
the
10
same,
years.
They're not the same person, though.
Yeah, it's just based on one person.
Oh, it's based on one
Yes.
person. Oh, I thought you were just talking about the average. The average. You
Austin,
didn't
can you
make that-
close the doors?
But I
So,
mean,
yeah,
even if it
I would
was,
say,
even if you had to,
girls.
even if you had to sort of equal it out between all the races, on average, do you think that they would be?
No, I think that there is a difference. I do. I
Do you think that
there's
the
a
average
difference.
25-year-old black girl is more attractive than the average 35-year-old black girl?
No, I would say it was pretty much the same. And you could test me on it. It's just the way it is. I'm 51.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, you look good for.
Well, what's the point about you being 51?
I don't know.
You look amazing, but you're saying you didn't look better at 25?
No, I'm not saying, we're not talking about me. I don't think that I look better when I was 25. But what I'm saying is that it depends on your skin. It depends on your phenotype. The darker skin you have, the more slowly you age. And you can look.
But is there a race that reverse ages though? Because we're talking about being more attractive when you're 35 than you were when you're 25.
No, I'm saying that it'd be on par. I'm saying that a 25-year-old and a 35-year-old with darker skin would be on par. I actually sent Brian a picture of me 12 years ago. And you could see how I looked 12 years ago. And it's not that different.
When you say that difference, you're saying
Well, let him
that
see the picture. You see it?
Can you pull it up, Austin, the picture? Granted, I think I took a look at the photo. It's looks a little touched up, but
Yeah, but that was me when I was like 30 something. I would say I look better now, actually.
Erroneous! Erroneous!
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Not sure about the truth.
Yeah.
You look better there.
I think
You
you
look-
look
you look
pretty
better then.
now.
You don't have to.
Well, okay, she can still look pretty now, but I mean, we're doing a comparison
Yeah.
here.
Look
So.
good for
agree.
51. Very good for 51.
Yes.
But there,
You're stunning, but
different.
come on.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, it's what I say still stands. Science backs it up.
Okay. All right, we're going to get into some of the pre-show notes here finally. So let's see here. Where do we begin? Why don't we go back to Eva? Did I say it right? Eva,
You can say
Eva.
whatever you want. People call me all.
Okay.
all
We talked about
pronunciations.
this last show with different pronunciations, gets people in trouble. Let's see. You're a virgin, and you said you find it pretty uncomfortable when a man has a high body count, so I avoid dating people like that. I'm a little confused. You said, like, what are you waiting for marriage, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so you will not, even if it's like the guy, you're like, I know I'm going to marry this guy, you'll still wait until you're married to have sex?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are waiting until marriage, just to be clear. Yo, Kai, thank you for the gift of 20 subs. Really appreciate it. Thank you, man. Okay, and was this an issue in your previous relationship? Like, was he wanting to have sex, or?
No.
Okay, he was on board with it. Okay. Let's see, you said you date to marry. You prefer a more traditional relationship. You'd like your husband to be a provider if you're going to have children with him. You intend on pursuing a career, but I don't want it to be necessary. You said you wanted to be an attorney, correct? Okay, corporate attorney, was that right? You just prefer for it to be beneficial, as in I would not like for the household income to depend on me, but I wouldn't mind adding to it. I think that social media has exacerbated an issue within the dating world. I will not go on a date if a man does not give me enough notice. Asking the night before or day of is an immediate no. Okay, no quarrels with that part. Let's go into you prefer more traditional relationships. You want your husband to be a provider. If your husband had the means, and so let's say he was a high earner, and he said, well, I don't want you to work. Would you go along with that?
Yeah, I think so. If I thought that my kids could go through college and get cars and
Yeah, let's assume they could.
Yeah, then no, 100%.
Okay. So even though you do have some career aspirations, if your husband was capable of providing to a degree where you could stay home, you'd be fine with that? Okay. I don't think there's any quarrels there. Maybe the only quarrel, I don't know if it's even that big of a concern for me, although Andrew would probably like it. Do you consider yourself traditional in all regards? Like, are you conservative? Or didn't she say she was voting for Camelot?
Yeah.
Camelot?
I'm a Republican, but I am voting for Kamala because I don't like Trump.
What?
You could just not vote.
Yeah, please.
You said you do political science. What is your political persuasion, would you say?
What do you mean? I just said that I was a Republican. Or what do you mean?
Why don't you like Trump?
Because I think he's a threat to our democracy.
How?
Because he tried to overthrow the government
How did he try and do that?
by like storming the Capitol. That's not a normal.
Is
thing.
MSNBC your favorite news outlet?
Did Trump
No,
storm the
actually, no.
Capitol himself?
He encouraged his followers to.
How?
By
Oh, boy.
tweeting it.
When did he tweet to storm the Capitol?
He tweeted it.
Can you quote it exactly what he said?
It's a
No,
big,
I can't
it's a
quote
big
exactly what
allegation.
He said, but he did that.
Well, that would be mainstream
quote exactly
medium.
what he said?
No, I can't.
He said we're going to go down today and we're going to be peacefully marching. That's what he said.
And then people took it too far.
Wait, why would you vote? Like, if you don't like Trump, that's one thing, but why would you vote for a Democrat if you're a Republican?
Right.
Because I think she's a good option, and I think she has the potential to improve our country.
But so just to be clear, it's not that you just don't want to vote for Trump and that you just don't like.
No, it's not just that I don't like.
Like,
Trump,
you
but
want her, you want her in there over Trump, essentially, and she's a Democrat, but you're a Republican.
I think it's
Make
possible
sense.
to not like a particular representative. I don't think he's a good representative.
So what do you think about the fact that she didn't have to be nominated? She just kind of got forced.
I do
as
think that's
the-
an interesting like loophole. I don't. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's completely valid.
It 100% is valid. That's
that
the
is
only
how
way
it
she got into
works.
office was, here she goes. No one voted her in.
Well, but that's how that works when the president steps down, the vice president steps up, and that's.
This isn't about that. This is about
How
the
I understand it,
election.
Wait, let me ask a couple questions.
And the president is still the president of the United States right now.
Your position on gun ownership?
I think people should be able to have guns.
Okay. Your position on abortion?
I think people should be able to have abortions if they want them.
Okay. Your position on, are you in favor of, like,
Drag queens reading stories to children in school.
Yeah.
are trans women women?
I don't know.
Don't
I don't.
know.
I think it's
Are trans women women?
like a man that did what?
I think she
What is a
just
woman?
doesn't want to get canceled
Hold
online,
on.
but she's saying that.
What,
Yeah,
what,
like-
what is a woman?
Something that's born a woman, I think.
Without
Or
using the
female.
word woman, can you give a definition?
It's biological, has ovaries, uterus.
Okay, so then would a
reproductive organs
trans
of
woman,
nature.
a biological male who transitions to becoming a woman, would that be a woman?
No.
Okay.
What economic model do you prefer, capitalism or communism?
Capitalism?
Okay. Republican. I've never heard. I'm a Republican, but I'm voting for. I mean, look, I can understand like you have objections to Trump or whatever,
I
but
can understand saying I'm
like I'm not going to
okay.
vote.
Yes.
But he's dropped out now. But if I can understand that, but
Do you
Kamala, she's
What-
opposite.
I mean,
she's
why
pretty
just
bad.
not vote?
Yeah, you
Because
could
I
just,
don't want to sacrifice the vote for Trump. I don't
Wait, but-
like Trump.
you live in California, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, she's going to get the popular vote in California anyway. So
I don't know. I just
you
don't
could
want
just
to
not vote.
not contribute, isn't it? Like.
But you want to do a disservice to your own party that you claim you are?
I think it's a disservice to elect Trump.
Because of the
She has a
January
right to.
6th.
She has a right to who she wants to vote for.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's an
Well,
adult.
everyone has a right.
bro,
Like,
it's
why are you
like-
guys
Question
getting
her
in on
vote,
her?
though.
Like, why are you
It's
guys going in
discussion.
on her?
And we've,
She
we've,
can vote.
and we've
We
got
live
a
in a
right
free
to,
country.
to ask these questions.
Yeah,
We live in a free country.
questions. Look at our world. Look at the nation right now.
Not answering those
Right.
questions is
She's
what
a
affecting our is affecting our world. Sure, she's allowed. Sure, she's allowed to vote for whoever we want. We live in America. She can do whatever she wants. But we're allowed to. This is a discussion about who she's
She
voting
seems
for.
pretty resolute. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think so. I think you can be swayed.
Yeah.
I think she can be
I think you could be swayed.
I think you've had too much programming from
I have a
YouTube or
question.
something, or TikTok.
Do you
maybe.
think that Biden, the past 4 years, did better than Trump? Because we already had him, and he didn't threaten the
I don't think
democracy.
Trump did good at all.
compared to Biden.
You mean like?
Compared to Biden?
Do you maybe
I don't
just
think
not
Biden
know
did
like the
either.
statistics?
But Kamala,
and that's
backed
okay.
him
But
and
it's
said
better
he
to say
was
that instead of just like
competent and amazing
going
and
back and forth.
wonderful. Don't
Isn't
you
that what
just-
she's supposed to do? The same way Mike Pence backed up everything Trump did.
We wouldn't want Mike Pence to be
agreed
the
with Trump.
president.
And Kamala
Okay, but
now.
until he
just because
didn't.
I'm a Republican doesn't mean I need to blindly follow everybody in the party. There's like distinctions that you can make about the
But
values of who
what
you're voting for.
But it's like okay.
I'm not going to vote for somebody who says he's going to grab women by the pussy. That's like
See, all the
insanely
things that
vulgar.
you are
Kinda like her
saying
profile on
do
OnlyFans, right? That's
not
vulgar.
have anything to do with being a leader of the country when you are weighing out the facts of the best for the American people.
Do you
I think
it's-
Katie Hopkins said it best when she said, "I'd rather have someone grab me by the pussy than have a pussy for president."
Literally.
I would rather have a woman for president than
I would never.
Why would you rather have a woman for president?
I'm responding to what you said. You said that somebody said they would rather be grabbed by the pussy. I would not rather be sexually assaulted than have a female represent the country.
No,
Essay.
pussy for president, like a coward sort of thing, like a bad leader.
Yeah.
Like somebody who's not a strong leader is what they're saying.
It was the contents of the.
Do you think that Kamala Harris is genuinely like a good political strategist and somebody who has the kind of mind and the kind of qualities that could run a country in a competent way?
I don't know if I know like enough about her to say that entirely, but
Yeah, you're
Do you,
both.
do you know,
From what I've seen, yes.
from what you've seen, what are some of the strong points? What do you like about her?
you guys are so putting me on the spot for my
But you
political
just said you
views
don't
and
want to
all
blindly
ganging up
follow
on
Trump,
me.
and it kind of seems like you're blindly following
trying.
Kamala.
I tried.
I'm not blindly following Kamala. I've seen things that she said, and I agree with things she says. I think,
Like what?
like the abortion thing, but you guys are going to get on my ass about saying that I'm pro-choice.
Or just give your views on it and just let the conversation flow, because you could say, I could say something, or any of us could say something, and you can come right back and say you disagree with it. But to make such a strong statement like, I'm a Republican, but I'm voting for Kamala Harris, that is me hearing that, I'm like, what? Like, that's a big
I
deal
think
when it's
less
somebody who
Republican to
really,
vote for
really
Donald Trump,
values.
if you understand your politics correctly.
I do understand my politics correctly. That's where this entire panel that's talking to you about it is trying to understand your reasoning, because that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense to vote a sexual assaulter into office either.
Do you reckon that is, even if that were true, do you think that would affect the way he runs the country and leads the country, and
Yeah,
the
I
way
think
he
it represents
talks
how he
with
feels
Russia,
about,
and the way he
like,
talks with China, and the way he doesn't get people
anti-gender.
into wars, and the way he treats the border and the economy, and the way he treats the education system and taxes?
Yes.
You think that it affects all of that?
Yes.
Don't you do political science?
Mm-hmm.
How does it affect that?
it affects the way he feels about an entire gender. If he is sexually assaulting people, then he.
So what I said was,
women
how
as
does it affect the
lies.
border? How does it affect his relationship with Putin and Xi and Kim Jong Un? And how does it affect?
He is voting with her Philly.
Okay,
But it all ties together. These are.
how does that particular thing, the one? And by the way, that's not a very heinous comment. If you hear the way the guys talk when girls aren't around, it's really nothing.
Unfortunately,
so if you,
but
if you,
it is.
If you
So I
hear
have to accept that because it's not.
You don't have to
normal for you
accept
guys?
it.
I know that you guys probably wouldn't with your girlfriends. You guys say some ratchet shit, by the way. I know what you girls get up to behind closed doors. You guys say some crazy shit.
You're making an assumption about my character.
Us-
I don't know.
I'm just saying girls in general. Okay, maybe you're a perfect little angel who has never said anything bad in your life, and if you are, then perhaps I'd be very, very proud to be in this room with you right now. But me, I'm not. And when guys get together, when we're behind closed doors, in Boise situations, shit gets a bit wild. And
Locker room talk.
And it
Trump thought
doesn't
he was with one
justify
of the
it.
boys.
And I don't want to say, like, do I love what came out of his mouth or what has been said? Absolutely not. But if I have to put on the table of my future, my son's future, and weighing out the pros and cons between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump being president, take away all of the opinion stuff, take away all of the bad-mouthing stuff, and you don't know their names, you 100% would never go for Kamala Harris over Trump with the policies and the better good, or greater good for the country when it comes to our border. We are, the amount of American people that are not able to take care of their own livelihood because of the immigration system. And I don't know what words I can say, so I'm trying to articulate as best as I can.
Illegal aliens.
Illegal aliens, there we go. Now, do I have a problem with people coming in, coming from other countries? No, just do it the right way. Same way we all have to do if we want to go to town, we got to go get a passport. We have to go through the process. Same with,
I could have come on the Mexican border. It would have been easier for me. But I had to come on a plane.
He's a legal alien.
Well, I'm actually a tourist, technically.
Oh, well, he's a tourist. So,
did you have to get a visa to come here? I'm just
I
kidding.
did. It's very difficult as well.
That's-
You guys have a
you
very
did-
robust immigration system unless you go through the southern
Yeah,
border.
isn't that
Then
so
you're good.
weird that when
Yeah.
you're trying to do things legally, it takes like
I was-
7
I
times
was
the
trying
amount
to
of time?
get citizenship here, but then it would have cost me like 50 grand to do it with lawyers and accountants and setting everything up.
Hey, you would have got free healthcare if you just walked through
Exactly.
the
I think that I'd be a
border.
pretty productive citizen, but instead they've got freaking Javier just coming in from.
and that's the thing, and it's really unfortunate. And there's so much more. Look at, and like you were saying about Robert Kennedy, is like the speech he gave when he was endorsing Trump, I teared up, and it was because like he articulated his words so profoundly when it came to talking about what our children are eating, what's going on in big pharma, what's going on in our healthcare systems, and for him to endorse Trump, regardless if it was like a no choice, is huge because he's also going in with such a strong role, coming from an incredible belief system. We need that. We don't have that when it comes to Tim Walz and Kamala Harris. And these are just the little factors that are displayed on mainstream media. But even if you go deeper into it, take away the opinions, take away from feeling offended personally, you weigh out the pros and cons. Donald Trump and going with Trump is 1,000% better for you, better for me, better for the entire American people.
Anyways, I don't think we're going to convince her, but I do.
Trump's probably listening, right?
Better for the entire American people.
Anyways, I don't think we're going to convince her, but I
Trump's
do.
probably listening, right?
He might be. I do have some a little more details about Brenna over here. Brenna, just a couple questions.
Watch anything else?
Wait, Brenna, how tall are you?
5'7".
5'7". Okay. Does the name? Did you used to go by Christy?
No,
Christy Derrick?
no,
Okay, so you used to do escorting.
no.
The plot thickens.
No.
Look, it might not be 100% confirmed here, but the same people who sent me the video, it's your matching tattoo. They're also claiming that you were involved in escorting,
I don't know why somebody would be claiming that.
in which you were charging $1,800 for a 1-hour coffee date, $3,000 for a lunch date, $5,000 for a dinner date, $8,000 for an overnight date, plus $500 trip to the islands, $500 plus for couples.
She's a
Are
whore.
you also going to deny this also?
Yeah,
So you were not involved in escorting
I'm
at
not
all?
an escort, no.
What was this on? I'm just curious. Did someone just text you that, or was it like a on paper type of thing?
Yeah, that's
I'm
not
just curious.
fair when people just submit a comment and then you call me a liar about it because somebody on the internet wants to say that.
I mean, it's literally a video, the first video. The escorting stuff, I'm still not 100% on. The video is of you with the, you can show us your tattoo again. This is not AI generated.
You've already seen my tattoo.
Huh?
You've already seen my tattoo. That's not
Yeah.
adding to the situation.
It's okay. You are giving a male fellatio, but you're denying that it's you. You claim that you had not done porn or any boy-girl content. So, I mean,
That is
it's fair to
what
assume
I
that you're
think
lying.
is
It's
true.
fair to assume that you're also lying about the escorting.
This is going to be a stalemate.
Yeah, I'm not going to pursue it long. I'll post I can't do it right now because I don't have Discord on my laptop. I'll post all if you guys want, discord.gg/whatever. I'll post the evidence after the show. Obviously, we can't show it on stream right now, but you're just not even going to cop?
Well, whatever evidence you're saying there is.
Here, hold on. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the photo.
I don't appreciate you threatening to put that on the internet. I know I signed a release, so you probably can, but that's false information.
How is it false? How is it false?
Really awful to do to somebody who is starting a business to claim you're
She's
going to put
a
an
bitch!
escorting ad out there of me.
Well, I already said
on a
that.
Discord
I already said
page.
it's dubious. Hold on. I was going to post the other thing which you're
Don't do that
lying
to me.
about.
I'm a young entrepreneur, and that is not fair to post some claim about me.
Well, it's not fair for you to come on the show under false pretenses and make all these claims that are just bogus and false.
I feel like I'm being very true to myself and very truthful in everything I believe in, and
Go fuck yourself,
and
bitch.
I couldn't be more honest. On
She's
the show.
choosing this.
I'm coming
She
here
just
to
wants
open
to.
up my thoughts and
Oh,
what people
fuck.
This is
disagree
total
about them.
gaslighting. I'm coming here
She
being
just
honest,
went
but
here
you're
for the
denying.
I'm not trying to
OnlyFans.
gaslight
You're
you.
You
literally
want to say
denying
buy
the
my
truth.
OnlyFans, motherfucker?
Why is
Be a
it, why
bunch
is
of
it to
shit.
say that
Oh,
somebody in
shit.
the comments is telling the
Shit.
truth? And I'm not.
There's literally a video. My eyes do not deceive me. There's a video of you. Your tattoo
He
is
said there was
showing.
nothing even happening in this video, so I don't know what you're talking
What?
about. He saw the video, you showed
That's
it to him,
not-
and he said something looked like it was about to happen.
There was a start of a video. It's a girl in a hoodie, a girl with a tattoo like that, and I'm taking Brian's word about what happens next. But I'll also take your word. I don't really care too much.
I guess we can all just take each other's word. Like,
Yeah, let's do that.
Wait, is her face in it in the video?
Yep.
Okay.
Faces
But-
in the video,
Is
tattoos
it
in the
possible?
video.
But
Have you
don't-
heard of what's called deepfake?
You can't.
Is-
I
is that possible?
have millions of followers
It's not-
across all
it's not a
platforms. I wouldn't be
deepfake.
surprised if somebody makes false allegations about me, but I'm asking
What
just
about
from
the
a personal.
guy? Can you see the picture of the guy?
Nobody wants to look at the guy.
No,
Do
his
not,
face.
do not
Not
post that of me on a Discord, though, is what I'm saying.
No.
It's not. I thought
Please
it's
don't
not
do
you.
that. No, the escorting thing. Don't put that about me on the
That's not what I was
internet.
going to put up.
Okay.
Is the guy's face on there?
I don't know how that's relevant, but no, it's not.
Okay. Well, I was thinking if you could find out if it's a friend or not.
Sounds pretty obscure. So.
Holy shit, she's a fucking bitch. She's a 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 whore. And you know what? If you like to fuck that way, you like to get money that way, you want to get an entrepreneurship of that nature, you know what? Do it. I don't care. Don't come around and try to bullshit people. That is a part of this fucking disgusting. Like, we got you a video, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? What? Look, if you enjoy or want to do that, that's you. I don't care. But why the fuck are you trying to gaslight someone in front of their face? It's like, what? Ah, shit. She's a bitch. She's a bitch. fuck?
Yamato, you honor your brother by taking his name. But there is more work to be done to enshrine his legacy.
Fucking fat.
These are dangerous times. Pragmatic, stylish, I love it. Today, you're making history.
Letting out the shield.
You have discerning taste.
show no mercy.
Good luck.
Has been destroyed. Our yellow guardian has been destroyed. Our purple walker has been defeated. He's waiting to be claimed. The urn has been dropped. They delivered the urn. For a salvation that will not come. Their dreams will come crashing down. The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Stay 2 steps ahead of death, my friend.
The urn has been dropped.
Turn them to acid.
come here.
bolstering their allies. The urn has been dropped. Enemies have breached our stronghold.
I'm doing it!
Our blue walker has been destroyed. Seven, you set the stage for their demise. We only have one shrine left.
They're in mid.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed. Enemies have breached our stronghold. I'm under attack. Enemies have breached our stronghold. Just wait for the end.
Has the futility set in yet?
Oregano.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed. I'm under attack. The urn is ours. services.
Let's go purple.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed. Protect me at all costs.
Taking flight.
I'm just getting started.
I'm here on OSIC business. No more curious choice.
I'm coming on, Cat. This will break lines won't cut themselves.
You don't want Sandman's help? My services are needed once more. They won't see me coming. See you soon. I dedicated my life to the OSIC. I am the bright light's dark shadow. When you need some finesse, I'll be ready.
Some moron is gonna try to punch me, and they're not gonna like what happens next.
Detective Abrams, summon me, and I will relieve you of the toll. My abilities. Evasive tactics.
Setting snare.
Go into the store.
If you aren't looking for them, have fun.
Back to the store.
How may
be a...
Well, someone's looking to make a statement.
Hunter strikes.
I didn't survive this long just to die here.
Rain down. Target's marked.
Can't stop me. I should check out that shop.
Show no mercy.
Today, you're making history.
Seven's on the roof.
It's you or me.
Their dreams will come crashing down.
Thank you.
They won't see this coming. One, 5, 10. I don't care how many there are. I'll stand up to them all.
My friend, good luck not getting shot.
Take all of you. You're outmatched. You're not stopping me.
Who among them can stop us?
Hey, the Ivy, get behind. You're gonna die there. It's not worth it right now.
Thanks.
With every arrow, Grey Talon brings us closer to victory.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Drop it in.
Mid-boss has arrived.
Going yellow to help.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed. They pray for salvation that will never come. They cower before us.
I can outlast them.
I don't know what it is.
I'll take you all on. Keep trying, kid.
If you like that, I got some other stuff that fell off the truck.
Our purple guardian has been destroyed.
I'll buy you guys around to just.
Locking
The urn has been dropped. Good work, Pocket. The urn is ours. With every arrow, Grey Talon brings us closer to victory. Finish their hatred off. By one. You have proven yourself.
Thank you for the games. Good game, guys.
GG, boys.
Hmm.